It's not that much, but thank you. I would like to bring you some written words, and then we'll go straight to our agenda. So, I'd like to say that we had plenty of food and drinks yesterday. We still have some people coming in today, but let's honor those who were here on time. And welcome to our second day of this Alacero Summit 2023 in São Paulo. Yesterday we had an amazing day, as Carolina said. It was a moment of great uncertainty, and it seemed important to think about the context and to take a step back to look at the future and understand how this industry might be affected. Then we talked about global geopolitics and the state of our politics in different countries. And we saw that although there are several complexities, Mexico has been clearly can clearly be a guide to other countries. And this Maximo Bedoya's concept mentions that Mexico was not something by chance. There was a planned and established industry with true value for the industry for social mobility and inclusion. Also, these trends that have always been present in the industry, innovation has to be applied to the steel industry. We have strategic partners of the industry and also startups who are creating different solutions for our modern challenges. Another idea I got, another perception of mine, is that during these years of Alacero, I was able to get to know more in depth all of the companies producing steel in the region, in addition to all those who are here today. And I value and I'm very proud of our role in society. There are certain standards that we see as a common factors, companies that are changing, small villages around these countries, becoming protagonists, taking on risks, and transform the reality of those in the region. Resilience to face challenges and obstacles that are increasingly frequent in our region. And companies that generate wealth with a positive impact on society. And this is what we're going to be discussing today in our first block for the social impact of the industry and development in areas such as education, health, housing, and culture in our communities. In our second block, we'll be talking about energy in the world from a global scenario, for energy, labor, experiences, and with Paolo's presentation. And we'll have a huge challenge, which is our way to move to steel production with low emissions, and then we're going to talk about natural resources and renewable energy, the cases of industries and companies that now develop a key sector for our transition. Now I'd like to mention Gustavo Werneck, who said that our industry requires another industry, and we're certain about two things. First of all, we're going to be increasingly protagonists for this scenario of transition, and we are important also for the transformation of other sectors and the development of our cities. But this path should be fair, equitable, and at a speed that is relevant for the regions, for the realities of these different regions. And China, producing more than half of the steel in the world, now are defining the goals for carbon neutral emissions by 2040, 2070. So we need to be realistic and propose different solutions for each country and each sector. We have great challenges ahead of us as a region and as an industry, but also we have certain contrasts that become evident. We have a very sophisticated production grid with robust companies and also different economic and social realities that developed countries have already tackled. The political and economic stability, tax stability, modern labor incentives to create more jobs and competitiveness. These are very essential and basic conditions to face these huge challenges. But on the other hand, in Latin America, we produce steel with 15% lower carbon footprint than China. But today, in addition to the steel produced directly and indirectly in the region, these countries are not fair, are not offering quality jobs to our regions and affecting negatively the environment. So I'd like to remember all of the clients, member companies that working with the government, associations, and other regions around the world to propose intelligent and pragmatic solutions is a must. And we need to increase the value of our imports, continuing to prioritize our economies and be aware of the external pressures that we cannot control. These are huge challenges, but we also have huge opportunities. We're a very young region with abundant natural resources and a clean energy matrix with a society that where peace and democracy prevail. So in special, steel will be a protagonist for any country that seeks sustainable development in Latin America, creating technology, safety, and diversity for our people. All in a very volatile and an uncertain environment, but once again, we know that it's a challenge, but it's also an opportunity. I would like to thank you all for being here in person and thank all those who are watching us online from anywhere around the world. The more than 20 speakers that are going to come up to this stage between yesterday and today, and those those companies that are part of Alacero, thank you for trusting on our diverse debate and the search for solutions for the company, for the industry. Thank you, Carolina, and all of the Alacero team who have worked tirelessly to have a great event this year. Marco Polo and all of the Brazil team, our members, our partners for many years, and all those who welcomed us with an amazing dinner and show. Gustavo Werneck, thank you for all of these years of managing Alacero and now welcoming the new members for 2024-2025 to Alacero. I hope you enjoy this second day of the event and enjoy the next panels. And let's take advantage of this great meeting to continue strengthening our community and continue fostering the steel industry in our beloved